Hi guys, it's your girl Tanya once again, and I am back with another video. So today's video is day 7 of the 12 days of foundation. I took a little break, back. So just in time, enough time for Christmas. So I kind of wanted the 12 days to kind of coincide with Christmas a little bit. So that's why I kind of took a break, and plus life happens. Work happens, and I get busy, and I get tired when I get home, so I don't want to record. So, but I'm back at it. Work has slowed down a little bit. Holidays is coming up, so things are starting to kind of slow down a little bit, so we're back. So let's talk about the foundation that we're trying today, that I'm wearing right now, which is a Smashbox Studio Skin 15-Hour Wear Hydrating Foundation. I'm in the shade 4.05, and they have a ton of shades. When I say the deep shades, it warms my heart. It warms my heart because they had so many deep shades. They did reformulate this foundation, and I was reading a lot of the reviews that people weren't liking this one as much as the old one. I never tried the old one, so I don't know what the old one is compared to this one. But as you can see, it looks beautiful on film. So if you guys are interested in seeing my overall thoughts, a demo of me applying the foundation, stay right here. Alright you guys, so the foundation that we are already talked about in the beginning of the video that we're going to be doing today is the Smashbox Studio Skin 15-Hour Wear Hydrating Foundation. Now, with this foundation, first of all, I really like this foundation. This is probably one of the better foundations that I have, and the reason being is that this is the only foundation that I have that is literally transfer proof. Like literally transfer proof, because when I wear this, I wear glasses, especially when I'm at work, and when I wore this, I usually get like a mark right here from where my glasses have been sitting on my nose. I didn't have that, so I was really super amped about it. And the price point on this guy is $38, which is probably like average for a foundation. They sell it at Sephora, and they also sell it at Ulta and Smashbox.com. So I'm gonna prime my face. I got a little sample of the Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer. I think I'm gonna use that. So I've never used this before, so we're gonna see if it's gonna give us an instant well, I need to moisturize my skin really quick. So I'm gonna moisturize my skin with the Tatcha water cream. I love this stuff. It's very, very nice on the skin. Feels great, and it's really kind of lightweight, but it still gives you that hydration that you need. On days when my skin is not as super dry is when I like to use this, and then when it's really dry, I'll use this, and I'll also put a little oil with it, and that'll give me a little bit of extra oomph. I don't know what I be doing sometimes, but it'll give me a little extra oomph. But yeah, I really think that it feels so good on the skin, and it's like your skin's getting an extra drink of water. Like, that's how I feel. Like it's getting a drink of water. So, alright. So, okay. So, the primerizer, I've never used it before. I don't even know how it works. But we're going to use it today, and we're going to see how it works. And you guys, do you guys check out my new lighting? Like, I feel like the lighting is 100 times better than it was before, and I'm kind of feeling it. Like, I am feeling the lighting here. I got new lights. I was just using like my ring light before. Oh, this feels good. Like, this feels nice and kind of hydrating, because it's kind of like, I think it's supposed to be like a primer and a moisturizer in one. Yeah, it's supposed to plump the skin up and moisturize it. with hyaluronic acid. So yeah, this is good for when your skin is really dry. Like, it feels very hydrating, but not like super oily or slick or anything. I'm liking how that's feeling. So I might purchase this because I like the way that feels, especially when my skin feels dry. So I'm always trying to keep my skin looking not dry when it is. So this is like more of a medium coverage foundation. And I'm just going to pump out a couple pumps here. Dang, it doesn't want to pump out for you. Oh, there we go. See, it doesn't want to pump out. I pumped out 2 pumps. And I'm just going to dot it on the skin. I'm in the shade 4.5. I almost think I should have went with 400, but we'll see how it goes. Or 4.0. But we'll see how it looks when we put it on. I feel like I got a sample of it first before I purchased it, and so that's when I wore it to do a wear test. So we'll see. I feel like this was the one I had. I think it is. Okay, yeah, it's fine. So like I said, it's more of a medium coverage. I'm using a brush with it because I want a little bit more coverage. And I find that when you use a brush with products, you get that extra coverage that you want. Okay, so first of all, let me start by saying, I'm going to zoom you in a little bit. Alright, so let me start off by saying first that this primer is not good if you have pores. So I am going to stop here because I can see my pores, and I'm going to grab my Tarte smoothing primer. And I'm just going to put it on this side and see how it looks over here, because those pores, I mean, that primer just really made it kind of seep right into those pores. So I just kind of put that on that side where my pores are. And I'll just pump out another pump and put it on this side. So the color match I kind of like. It's a little darker than my skin, but I'm not mad at it. Like, I don't care if my foundation's a little darker. I actually like my foundation a little bit darker than my skin tone because it just kind of works. So definitely one thing that I would personally do is get a primer that is more pore filling, because the primer that I used, the Smashbox one, that was my first time trying it. Like I said, it was a sample that they gave me, so it was my first time trying it. But this is probably not the primer that I personally would use, only because I mean, I would use it, I just wouldn't use it on areas that I have pores, because it doesn't help smooth out my pores at all. Whereas this side, I don't see any pores. This side, I see all the pores up in here. And this is where I have those pore areas, but I don't see it on the side that I use the Tarte. Which is why I love the Tarte, because it just kind of smooths out and blurs out everything. Yeah, so I love that stuff because it's bomb. So I'm just going to kind of make sure it's dragged down my neck a little bit, but the color match is pretty spot on. Like, it's pretty spot on. So for the concealer, I don't have a Smashbox concealer. So I'm just going to go in with the Jouer. I've been really loving the Jouer concealer. I'm not even going to lie or front on the concealer because it's bomb. It's bomb as hell. And this is a full coverage concealer. But yeah, it's a full coverage concealer. I like it though. I'm not even gonna lie, it's so bomb, because when you have dark circles, you are always trying to find a concealer that works. And this guy really works. I don't like to use this concealer though to do my nose conceal, like when I'm highlighting my nose. I like to just use the MAC 24-hour concealer to do down my nose, because this concealer, for some reason, whenever I put it down, going down my nose, this shade kind of turns a little bit green. So I want that highlight area to kind of highlight, so I go in with this one instead. So I don't know what that's about, why it turns green, like, but only in that area. It's so weird. It's so freaking weird. So I'm just gonna grab Beauty Blender. I'm gonna spray it with a little bit of Fix Plus just to blend it out a little bit. And because I'm too lazy to go downstairs and wet it, so we're gonna use it like this today, which is fine. Okay, gonna blend it in. And this one doesn't set very fast, so you got time to kind of let it sit on the face a little bit. Okay, so I just blended that out, and I'll blend out the rest. Alright, so I like this. It's this foundation is supposed to be very hydrating, so it's good for dry skin, it's good for oily skin. I feel like it has like a natural, maybe natural matte finish, but I wouldn't say it was like dewy or anything like that. It actually looks really good on film, and not even gonna lie, it looks just beautiful. So I'm actually gonna kind of just tighten up the edges like I normally do. Make sure everything is kind of blended in. Oh shoot. I want to blend it in. So just make sure all the edges are kind of blended out. I like that because I don't like my foundation to look crazy. So I just take my brush and kind of blend it all in. So I'm going to put powder on my face, come back with the overall look, and give you my final thoughts on the Smashbox Studio Skin 15-hour hydrating foundation. Be right back. Alright you guys, so this is the overall look. So let me just start out by saying this foundation is pretty amazing. It looks really good on camera, but in person it looks very dry. Like, I feel like my skin looks super dry, and and I know that as the day goes on, my natural oils kind of blend in with this foundation, and it makes it look really, really beautiful. And like I said, on camera, it looks gorgeous, but in person, I feel like it's just like sucked all the air out of me. And I don't know if it was the primer that I used. I don't really know too much about that primer. I just got it as a sample, and I'm like, okay, let's try it. It's moisturizing. My skin is dry, so anything that's going to help moisturize it, especially in the winter time, I'm down with, okay? So, but on camera, I feel like this foundation is a good foundation for taking pictures. I think it's a good foundation for doing videos. I think it's a beautiful foundation for those things, and it's not a bad looking foundation, like I said, once my natural oils kind of mix in with it. So yeah, I do think it's really nice. Like I said, this is the only foundation that I have that I've tried that is absolutely transfer proof. Like, I can literally wear my glasses and not feel like I'm gonna have those little marks there every day. Like, it's bomb. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you are new to my channel, hello, welcome. My name is Tanya and I do makeup review videos, I do makeup tutorials, and I also do wig reviews for women over 40. So if you guys are interested, please join the Tanya family. We would love to have you here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next one. Peace.